What's going on, everybody? My name's Captain Hudson, and welcome to the inaugural video of my YouTube channel. Now, today we're going to be playing a game that I have loved since I was a kid. The game is, as you can see, Star Trek Legacy. This game will go through the 3 eras of Star Trek that were out at the time this game came out. So you've got your Enterprise, Original Series, Next Generation. Simple as that. This is kind of an older game, doesn't include any newer stuff like Discovery or Lower Decks or nothing like that. But, so we're going to be playing through the campaign over the course of the next few weeks. But we're going to go ahead and start our campaign and jump right in, so let's get to it. And for an older game, this game is really detailed and really good.
Reggie, I don't have a lot of time. I've got to get back aboard Enterprise.
Relax for a minute, John. I do have orders for you, but I want to show you something before you ship out.
This had better not involve Orion slave girls.
I hope it does.
Don't worry. I read your mission report on that. No Orions, that much I can promise.
They've done some great work on her, Reggie. I hear they even managed
Such
to
a
replace the
good-looking
grapplers
ship.
with those new tractor beams.
Of course, I'll probably end up
Made a
saying
lot
that
of
about
progress in the past
every
years here,
Enterprise
John,
that's in this, but
due in no small part to what
can I
you've
say?
accomplished out here.
they're beautiful-looking
We've launched
ships.
5 Daedalus class ships in the last 2 years alone. There actually is a fleet forming out there. It's not just
Really?
a dream anymore. Starfleet is becoming a reality.
Pretty soon you won't need my little ship anymore.
Not true. In fact,
I beg to
need you
differ.
for a delicate assignment.
Delicate.
The Vulcans have requested this mission.
Vulcans? Come on, Reggie. We both know how these things turn out.
Now, before
Usually with
get
you
in
getting
an
shot
uproar,
at.
I have good reason to send you. You've got more experience dealing with Vulcans than any other ship commander. You also have more combat time.
All right, this
Sounds
sounds
bad.
bad.
Combat experience.
It's a precaution. They've requested help from Starfleet to track down one of their scientists, who's apparently gone missing. With them as a major ally, we really must assist.
The Vulcans
Must
have
we?
ships. Why do they need ours?
Thank you.
Oh, come on, John. It's dangerous out there. We're more capable of dealing with any trouble that might come up. Starfleet can get off on the right foot if we can handle this for the Vulcans.
Orders are orders. I'll do my part. Just make sure my helmsman gets all the information we need to begin this search. I don't want to get blindsided by lack of information from them, as usual.
That would
I've
suck.
already sent Mayweather everything you'll need.
I hope we don't regret this. Missions involving Vulcans usually mean one thing. Trouble.
Can't really argue with them there.
This is the last known position of the Vulcan science ship. We're not getting anything on initial scans, but we should take a more detailed look through the system. Let's start by getting a close-range scan of that nearby planet. Check for any signs of wreckage. Enterprise on station.
This is kind of more of a little tutorial mission up to a certain point than anything else. But yeah. So our objective is either a white arrow or white brackets. Backspace toggles our full impulse speed. W, A, S, and D keys control steering. F key sets a heading, which will have your ship fly in the general direction.
Order acknowledged.
Yeah, for being as old as this game is, which I think I am only slightly older than this game. And this game came out when I was in like 2nd grade, so that was like forever ago. So we're going to go ahead and scan this planet here. We're going to stop our ship.
No signs of wreckage on the surface. We'll do a standard sweep of the system, starting with that ring of asteroids surrounding the ice planet nearest our position. Once within range, we'll scan for debris. The ship could be among the asteroids or might have been destroyed by them.
My money's
It's
on
entirely
destroyed.
possible if they lost power and were in distress.
They were in distress. Wouldn't they have sent out a distress? Yeah, whatever. Call up the ejective screen. Pretty simple. Call up our map here. Look, have a nice little look around at that. It's a pretty big map. See, there's our little ship. There's that white arrow they were talking about. So yeah, I think if you're within like 800 whatever units of measurement of a planet, it's whatever this MM stands for. You see how we're 20,000 away from it? Yeah. If you're within like 800, you can't go to warp, which I think is dumb, but whatever. So we're going to go ahead and warp to this planet over here.
Trip, I'll need all the power you can give us. Warp speed. Looks like we flushed some game out of the rocks. Be prepared. These Romulans are nasty business. Opening a channel. Romulan vessels. We are engaged in search and rescue operations. Please state the nature of your presence here. That seems clear enough.
Remember what I said about us getting
Evasive
shot at
action and
earlier?
Prepare to engage. We're gonna have to fight our way out of this.
So, left mouse button is phasers, right button is torpedoes.
Enemy shields are down.
Yeah, you'll have red and white, like you're seeing there. So those are the white ones, right here. And the red ones will come up when you can fire torpedoes. And that's where it tells you to fire your weapons. Intensify and damage. So the longer you fire your phasers, the more damage you're doing it. And this game is really weird because sometimes your torpedoes will just completely miss. And you'll be like, what the heck? You'll be like, what the deuce? And then, yeah, so you can adjust your speed. You can either use the mouse wheel or you can use your plus or minus keys.
There is no escape for you.
What a bunch of jerks the Romulans are.
Romulan target destroyed.
Ask them what they're doing there, and they just start shooting at you. Other people's kids these days.
Remaining vessels are disengaging. What in blazes were they doing here? Romulans are in the exact same place we happen to be looking for a missing Vulcan ship?
That's usually bad.
Seems par for the course. They might have destroyed the Vulcan vessel, but until we either find the ship or its debris, we won't know for certain. Continue the search deeper into the system. We're picking up some strange readings
Took a
from
nice
that
little
nebula.
hit here.
Could be high-band emissions occurring naturally, but we should check it out just to be safe.
That's another thing I like about this game is the damage mechanics. They're not always entirely accurate, but they do look cool. So you see that little bar up in there in the top left corner? That's your warp bar, the green bar. If that bar is red, you can't go to warp. The other bar is like long range sensors, I think it is, or if you're playing as, like if you're playing like a skirmish and you're playing as a Romulan, or you have the Defiant or something like that, that's going to be your cloak bar.
Warp speed on my command.
But for now, we're going to go to warp. And you see that bar decreases when you hit your warp button.
This is a
See how
protostellar
it turned
nebula
red?
containing high level of particle flux. We won't be able to stay inside it indefinitely. Let's keep this search brief. Wait. Starfleet transponder. We're picking up a beacon. There must be another Starfleet ship in the area. Proceed inside. Head directly for the beacon signal.
Yeah, we were kind of already inside the nebula, but whatever, dude. It's not going to do too terribly much damage. You don't really have to worry about it. Some of them you do, because it like completely messes with your shields, and then you get, you know, just absolutely pounded, which is no fun.
Enterprise, are we glad to see you?
Rick, is that you?
It is. I diverted course to this system to respond to a general distress call and was ambushed by Romulan.
Ugh, man, I'm
They
tired.
outnumbered us, and I was forced to take refuge here when
I
my
don't know
warp
for
engines
what.
were
I hardly
damaged.
did
Why didn't you
anything today.
contact Starfleet?
We couldn't get a message out. Scans and subspace signals seem to be hampered by the magnetic fields here. We barely made it to the safety of the nebula before its ion interference disabled our impulse drive. We've got the
A lot of
engines
techno
repaired,
babble going on.
but we can't re-engage the core matrix until we've cleared the interference within the nebula. It seems to dampen our efforts to reinitiate the power flow to our engines.
Stand by. We'll tow you out so you can get your engines back online.
Make it fast, Jonathan. Our hull plating is already corroded to dangerous levels.
Come on, buddy, I'll give you a tow. Let's get out of here. Another cool thing, Easter egg about like this first level, if you look directly up, you can see the Enterprise E going into the briar patch from Star Trek Insurrection,
Excellent.
which is very
That's
cool.
done the trick. Our engine course is back online.
Great news, Rick. Our Romulan friends have returned. You have to admire their sense of timing. Now let's see if we can't give a little of what we've been taking.
So now you have a fleet, which in Star Trek Legacy it works kind of cool because you can play any of your 4 ships by pressing the number 1, 2, 3, or 4 keys. And of course you select all ships by pressing
There is
5.
no escape for you.
Shields are down.
See what I mean about your torpedoes just completely missing even though the red arrows came up? It's so weird. Or sometimes they'll be right on the mark.
Romulan target destroyed.
It is so weird the way that works. I'm not complaining, I'm just pointing it out.
Romulan target destroyed.
Objective achieved. Noted in the Romulan attack combined with the corrosive effects of the nebula's particle flux have dealt a good deal of damage to our systems. Let's hold position here until
What's
my
really
engineering
cool is you
teams
can
have
see
effected
the,
repairs.
the
I'd
little
advise your engineers
explosion.
to do the same, just in case there are any more surprises waiting for us out here.
So you can even see the little ship parts. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so we're just gonna tab and we're just gonna hop on out of this nebula. And then for the tab, I think you hold the R key.
Setting course now.
And I think for repairs, I think you just hit the R key, which I think I'm gonna repair the Kodo first. Which the Kodo is a cool little ship. I kind of like this class.
Our systems now register green across the board. We're ready to continue the search. Rick, that distress signal you were responding to.
Rick.
Did you happen to notice if it was Vulcan?
Now that you mention it, it did have the same carrier wave amplitude the Vulcans use.
Did
That
it
means
now?
the ship we were dispatched to locate may be the same one
Sure?
that sent the distress call. What was your last bearing on the signal?
Before we lost contact in the nebula, it was directly behind that dead moon. I'm transmitting the coordinates to your helm.
Are you talking about the literal moon, or are you talking about the planet?
Acknowledged.
Seems
That's
like an
our next
important
stop.
distinction here.
Objective achieved.
And instead of transferring all power to our engines like it's going to suggest here in a minute, we're just going to warp over there because I don't feel like doing anything.
Hi, Captain. Warp speed ahead.
One thing you'll find out in this
We've
game,
left the nebula, Captain.
if you take away power from your weapons, everything else becomes that much harder. It's ridiculous.
This is the Vulcan science vessel Saleya to any friendly ships in the vicinity. We are under attack by Romulan aggressors and require assistance.
Vulcan ship Saleya. This is the Starfleet vessel Enterprise. We are here to render aid.
Certainly a fortuitous bit of timing, Enterprise.
You're here to give them
We are
aids?
transmitting our coordinates
Why are you
to
giving them
now.
aids?
We can cover the distance faster if we transfer all power to the engines.
Yeah, I got it. I'm just going to warp over there because that's easier and I'm lazy.
I'll need all the power to Enterprise to Romulan ships. Cease your attack or we will open fire. As usual, the Romulans don't respond.
Doesn't seem like they would have talked, Jonathan. Suits me fine. A little more reciprocity for their earlier greeting would be grand.
Agreed. All ships, engage the Romulans and protect the Saleya.
So when you see like a yellow thing there with a little bar under it, that means it's objective. It means you have to protect that. Otherwise, you're going to be in big trouble.
Phasers ready. We have torpedo lockdown. Romulan target destroyed.
Of course, I've played this game like 100 times over, so I know what I'm doing.
Captain, enemy shields are down.
Fire!
Objective achieved. Saleya, what's your status?
We are well for the moment, Captain. We extend our gratitude for your timely rescue.
No need. We were sent to find you. Just glad to see you're all right.
Sent? By whom?
The Vulcan government asked
Nobody.
us to locate you and bring you back.
Ah, intriguing.
Who sent you?
How so?
Don't worry about it.
I would say their request for my retrieval is what you would
Little
call
Picard maneuver there.
euphemism.
Is there something you want to tell me? I'm sorry, what is your name?
I am Terrell.
John
Commander
Jacob
Terrell.
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Commander Terrell, what exactly am I doing out here? Can you shed any light on why I was sent for you?
I mean, I could, but I don't
The
wanna.
Vulcan High Command does not approve of my research, nor do they wish me to succeed where so many others have failed.
That sounds.
I see. And what exactly
Ominous.
is your research?
My work extends to the beginnings of our Vulcan path toward logic. I am a seeker
Logic.
of past truth.
An archaeologist?
Of sorts. Captain, I believe it would be enlightening if you would make your way to my research outpost.
I'm under orders to bring you safely back to Vulcan. Can you give me a good reason why we should head to this outpost?
Because I said
I
so.
fear my research team may be discovered by the same Romulans who followed and attacked my ship. The loss of any further life would be most regrettable.
All right. We'll follow you back to your outpost.
Need I remind you that we
I don't
just
want anyone else to
destroyed
get
like
hurt.
8
But we
ships
must be swift, Commander
and
Terrell.
all of the Romulans
There's
on
no
them?
telling how many other Romulan ships may be in the area.
We
I say
couldn't
we
agree
get
more,
her out of
Captain.
there and go back
This
to the
will take
research
but a
station.
short time, I assure you.
Fortunately, I don't get a choice in that particular matter, but what are you gonna do? Mission successful. So, that'll pretty much do it for this particular episode. We'll come back next week and we'll play the next one where we'll be heading to the outpost that Terrell spoke of. So, till then, have a wonderful rest of your day, night, whatever, wherever, whenever. And we'll see you on the next one.